Therefore, ladies and gentlemen, representing the International Youth Task Force, and might we add Sri Lanka's first appointed UN Youth Delegate, appointed in 2012, we now invite forward Ms. Jayathma Wickramanayake to make the opening remarks as well as welcome you all to this conference 2014.
How often do we get the chance to be a part of something big, to design our own future? How often do we get a chance to look back, learn from our mistakes, and decide how to go forward? Some opportunities are for a lifetime. President of the Democratic Socialist Republic of Sri Lanka, Your Excellency Mahinda Rajapaksa, President of the 68th General Assembly of the United Nations, Your Excellency Dr. Joe Nash, Mr. Ahmad Al-Hindawi, Secretary General Special Envoy on Youth, Co-Chairs of the National Steering Committee, Honorable Dalla Salah Peruma, Minister of Youth Affairs and Skills Development of Sri Lanka, Member of Parliament, Honorable Namal Rajapaksa, Youth Ministers and Government Representatives, representatives from the United Nations, distinguished guests, and most importantly, my fellow young people, Ayubowan, good afternoon. Welcome to the World Conference on Youth 2014. Throughout the history of youth development, since the first World Conference on Youth in 1936, the recent history has shown us that it is the need of the hour that global policy making becomes more inclusive and participatory. In this context, Sri Lanka is proud and honored to host the World Conference on Youth in our country. Sri Lanka has undergone too much pain, too much suffering in too little time. The bitter experiences of the conflict made us realize that we need to invest in young people. And as a country struggling to develop, we are working to our maximum potential to accommodate not only the interests of Sri Lankan young people, but also of the young people over the globe. And we will continue to do so, no matter how tough this uphill battle is. As the first ever UN Youth Delegate from the Sri Lanka, and also as a proud Sri Lankan member of the International Youth Task Force for the World Conference on Youth, I got the first-hand opportunity to work with governments and young people with diverse interests. So far, the world has seen very strong intergovernmental initiatives like the World Programme of Action on Youth, like the Braga Youth Action Plan, and many more. But still, after all these years, we have not been able to achieve at least half of what we agreed in the past. Young people all over the world are struggling for their rights, for their needs, clamoring to be heard. These young faces in front of me, etched with determination, are just a representative example of billions of young people who are fighting their battles around the world, even as I speak. My dear friends, the 3 days starting from tomorrow will not be just few ordinary days for us. Throughout these few days, you will be the sole representatives of 2 billion young people in the world who are often left voiceless. We are not the leaders of tomorrow. We are the leaders of today. You are policymakers. You are policymakers and ambassadors and shapers of the global development agenda. The International Youth Task Force has been trying to facilitate a platform conducive for you to freely and unrestrictedly express what you want to see in the global development agenda beyond 2015. I was a little girl of 10 years when the world leaders met in New York to sign the Millennium Declaration, which gave birth to the Millennium Development Goals. For the past 14 years, these goals, even though they are few in number, have shaped my life in many ways. Today, we stand in a junction. We can either go back, we can stay where we are, or go forward. The decision remains with us. In another 15 years, if my little daughter still has to experience poverty, if she is discriminated because she is a girl, and if she still feels that sense of hopelessness and insecurity that billions of other young people feel today, she would look up to me and ask, what did I do to make things change? What did I do to make things better? I should be able to confidently say, I did my best. It's my responsibility, it's your responsibility, and it's my future daughter's right. Thank you very much.